Hello everyone and welcome to Game 4 in the series here on Tal'Darim Altar. We see Leenock spawning as the blue Zerg on the top left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, NaniWa spawning as the red Protoss down over here. And we'll see what happens in this matchup. So far, Leenock, after losing Game 1, has had two incredibly strong showings. Simply playing outplaying NaniWa in pure macro. Macro playing a very large role in this matchup so far, and we'll see whether NaniWa goes once again for that Forge fast expansion since this is on Tal'Darim Altar. Meanwhile, coming back over here, we can see that Leenock pretty much opening with a very safe build so far. Just gonna be training up some overlords. He may be using that extractor trick in order to get into 12/10 food in just a moment, as that overlord will spawn just a little bit later. Or is he just going to try to train up all three drones at just the right time? And I think actually he may be doing that. So going for 3 drones right after that overlord. There you go. As a probe is now going to sneak in on the inside. NaniWa going to see the probes here and not see any spawning pool, and he should be going for that fast nexus, I would believe. There is the probe around over here, quickly and realizes that there is not a 7 pool. And a 7 pool would have been a rather normal strategy on Tal'Darim Altar, since it does play into the metagame so much. Now, what I believe is going to be happening is that NaniWa will follow this up with a 16 or 17 nexus, as we now see Leenock go into a spawning pool with an extractor as well. It looks like the extractor was just started mining gas, as we now see the probe getting some damage onto the drone. The drone may turn around, try to fight back as well, and it looks like that drone is taking a little bit more damage than he would like, now hiding himself among his brethren here. Nexus coming in. There's that 17 Nexus first here on Tal'Darim Altar, which is so common. Most likely will be followed by a Forge and then a Gateway or a Photon Cannon, depending on what he sees from his opponent. Now, the extractor about to get 100 gas, and now all of the drones are being pulled off except for one, and we should be getting that metabolic boost. There we go. So metabolic boost already being started. Zergling's going to be trained, as the photon cannons should be up in time for those Zerglings and those roaches. There's that gateway, as I was mentioning before. We are going to see this probe just wander back and forth here. NaniWa wants to make sure that a drone is trying to grow up and be a hatchery. In come the Zerglings. The Zerglings chasing away that probe, and now the drone is going to grow up and be a hatchery once more. The Zerglings have not really scouted out their opponent just quite yet. You can see overlords are in a number of locations, but haven't spotted where NaniWa is. He most likely knows that it is close spawns and not cross spawns at the very least, based upon the timing of the scouting on that probe. The Zergling's still trying to chase and catch up to that probe. That probe still wandering around. Its shield should start to recharge in just a moment. There you go, up to 7, I believe, and then getting hit. Oh, they're up to a little bit higher than I imagined, and now the probe finally gets taken down after wandering around so far across the map. NaniWa is getting up his second base. He is going to go ahead and try to train up more probes. Harvester count 22 compared to 14. And NaniWa, is he saving up a lot of larvae is the question. Yes, he is saving up a whole bunch of larvae, and he may have a 10 roach push here in just a moment. Gas is still being harvested, and he should have at the very least 7 roaches in just a moment, followed by a whole bunch of Zerglings. And that is going to be a huge problem. Roaches are all now being trained. Perhaps one more roach could be added to the group. There you go, 8 roaches and Zerglings here in just a moment. And the roaches do take a little bit longer to train, and they also do move a little bit more slowly. So this is going to be a 1 base against to try to punish NaniWa's fast expanding here on Tal'Darim Altar. The longer this game goes, the better it will be for NaniWa. The gateway is training up some sentries. We are getting that warp gate tech. Only 1 photon cannon on that front door, as the Zerglings are being forced to pull back. The Zealot is going to spot this rather large army. Zerglings are now coming in, and oh, the Zealot didn't see all of those roaches, so that's going to be a huge play, as that front door is not getting any more reinforcements. Zerglings about to run their way through. We can see sentries are going to be added over here. The roaches could perhaps try to position themselves down over here and take down this cybernetics core outside the range of the photon cannon, as we now see the engagement going in. Photon Cannon gonna get quickly taken down. There it goes. And now perhaps taking down that pylon as well without another pylon. Oh, the force field is in position, no longer being powered. We are going to get another photon cannon that's being warped in. A new pylon now warping in as the gateway going to get taken down here. But the roaches are able to push their way through since one of those force fields did dissipate. And NaniWa does the quick GG with the smiley face. So, NaniWa, I guess NaniWa realized that he couldn't win that game, and perhaps he's going to come with a different strategy in the next game, as he is currently down 3-1. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.